Yo, what is up guys, it's Unstoppable here, and in today's video, this is the one video where I'm not going to live commentate, and that's because I was basically talking to one of my friends the whole entire time, and for some reason it just didn't record his audio, so I was like, you know what, F it, I'm just gonna I guess just completely rip the audio out and then re-record it. So basically what happens here is I was driving towards my friend because he said he had a quote-unquote vehicle that I have to see. So I was heading towards it, and I see him on the side, and I'm like, what is that? And then I see that he's in a GMC, let's just call it a van, to be nice about it. But I think we all know what type of van that is. That's the one that has like free candy written on the side. I pretty much, I didn't really say anything. I think I was laughing here, but I obviously took the audio out because you guys couldn't hear him, and I didn't want to be like talking to myself entirely. So I just kind of ripped it out, even though it was a pretty funny moment. So I am gonna be doing these next few walkthroughs with my friend. However, in the part 6, I think this is part 5, based on my upload schedule. And in part 6, I believe, don't correct me on that if I'm wrong. On part 6, I should have the audio for him, playing with me. So it should be a little bit more interesting to hear his point of view and my point of view. But he will be racing with me in this video, so yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut to whenever we start the race, and I'm gonna try to salvage as much of the original audio as I can. But obviously I probably won't be able to save that much just because I'm talking to somebody who doesn't exist in the audio. So yeah, that's pretty much it guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the first race, and I'll try to salvage what I can. Okay guys, so I actually didn't go that far at all. We literally started the race that was on in the last recording. And like I said here, we're just playing with my friend. Honestly guys, he does a lot better than me. He absolutely just destroys me in most of these races. He'll get first place and I'll literally get maybe third on a good race. And so I don't know, maybe I am asking him to record now to get gameplay from his side also. But right now this is just the gameplay from my side, and I really wish I could pull the audio. I actually did try to pull it, but unfortunately I am literally talking to myself the whole entire thing because you guys can't hear him. So I just figured I would, like I said, re-record it. I have no idea what I'm gonna add to the background. It's gonna be something to make it so that it's not just pure silence other than my voice. Obviously I had to take out the car sound because all that audio is mixed together, my voice, his voice, and the car audio, the game music, the loading screen music, that's all mixed in together whenever I do a live commentary. And I can't just pull pieces out because it's already pre-mixed. But as you guys can see here, he chose the same car I did because it gave him an option to, and he decided to, I guess. We just decided to play the Greendale Club Circuit, and it's the one. It's right in the area which I just showed you. And as you can see here, we are playing against these people. Not really anything too special. Although I do want to note the fact that there are a variety of cars, and there's a Hoonigan F-150, which I found quite interesting, because in the last episode I raced the Hoonigan, and it was way too uncontrollable for me to like. So as you guys can see here, he's just racing with me. You're gonna see me crash a ton. I'm probably gonna cut a ton. I still want to release this video, but it's gonna be weird. Okay, it's gonna be really weird. And like I said, there's going to be almost no car sounds, and I can't just pull out the audio from it. So, but as you see here, I missed the checkpoint for the first time. I literally rewinded. It put me right beside the checkpoint, going sideways, and I had to respawn again. You can imagine how pissed off I was. It did it again. You can imagine seriously how pissed off I am just trying to do this race and then respawning and going past the checkpoint 3 times in a you can imagine how much that probably pissed me off. And I literally was you know what, I guess I'm in last place now. And I figured it would be okay because it's only the first lap. But it still sucked. Like, I mean, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. So yeah, as you can see here, there's not really much to say. I get a ton of stuff for clean racing, quote unquote, even though I'm like slamming into the checkpoint signs. And I try to kind of keep this car at a you know, at a pretty low speed to go around the corners. Also, guys, I do want to say, this is kind of off topic, but in the next video is the very first video where I switched my settings to manual instead of automatic. And I did that just because it makes the game a little bit more interesting to play. And so in this video right here, I'm playing in automatic, which is pretty sad that I'm doing so bad. But in the next couple of parts, in fact for the rest of the game probably, I'm going to keep it in manual. And as you can see here, this is an amazing drift. And then I just like destroyed myself. I like ended right there. But no, anyway, so yeah, I do have it switched to manual, and it's actually a ton of fun to play as. Especially once you go to manual and once you try to play on automatic again, it's just really boring. But like, I actually think I'm doing better now on manual, like with other cars other than, you know, the Charger RT. That's like my, you know, my like best car that I'm, I guess, best with. Wow, that sounded retarded. Anyway, so yeah, that car. And I've basically just been playing on manual, but for this gameplay I'm just playing on automatic with my friend. And as you can see here, he is doing significantly better than me. He is in 5th place right now, and I am literally in last place, and I'm pretty sure you're going to see him move up. Like I said, yeah, he just moved up 1 place. And honestly, most of the games I play with him, he like easily gets 1st place or 2nd place if I'm 1st place. Which is just absolutely insane. Even if he's in the back of the pack, like he'll like somehow catch up, which is pretty cool. And I wanted to post this gameplay just so that you guys could keep updated and not, you know, have a large segment that's just like skipped. And plus now I can actually focus on commentary and gameplay separate for this specific part. Obviously for the next couple of videos I'm just going to be talking and playing at the same time. As you can see here, in, you know, 5 seconds, and I'm like, I guess I'm screwed. And I literally like started flooring it, but like it didn't make a difference whatsoever. And you're actually going to see quite a few races like that in this part, I guess, because what would happen is like they would finish so fast and something would happen, like I would slam into a wall, or I would, actually I was going to say shift gears, but that's not correct. I would just have stuff happen that just, it would backfire, and I would get stuck behind by like a minute, and then they would be like far gone, and I would play, you know, catch up the whole entire game, and it just wouldn't work. As you guys see here, I just got qualified for the winter season. That's part of the reason also why I wanted to keep the recording going. And you just saw that I had 200,000 CR, and I think I leveled up. And I will also have something, I don't know if it's going to be at the beginning of this video, it probably won't be. I had 7 wheel spins that I had to do. I think it's probably going to be at the beginning of the next video. But yeah, no, I had 7 wheel spins that I had to do in a row, and I just went ahead and recorded them, and then recorded, you know, the races later on that I did that day. But as you can see here, I have the festival unlocked. I was asking my friend, hey, do you want to do the festival? And he said no, but I had to set the waypoint anyway, so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll just set the waypoint and I'll take it off. And we were kind of looking around, and he said he absolutely did not like dirt races, so I tried to stick more to, I mean, I have no problem with dirt races, but we were trying to play more like road races and stuff like that, and street racing, and everything that we could. I will mention one thing, the cross-country races, you actually can't do that with 2 players. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I haven't done it with 1 player yet. Maybe once I do it with 1 player, I'll be able to, you know, do co-op and online. But for right now, I can't do that, unfortunately, so I guess it is what it is. And as you guys can see here, we were kind of like just asking each other, you know, what race do we want to do, and you know, what's going on with that. I would tell you guys the name of the car that I'm in, by the way, but I honestly don't know it. I know I'm about to switch to a Lamborghini Huracan in just a little bit because I can see it in the footage. But I can't tell you what this current vehicle is, just because it's some weird vehicle that I've personally never heard of. I think it might be showing up on the start menu screen, so if you look up top left, you might be able to see it. It's a Mooseler. Did I say that right? Mooseler something 900. I know that. MT 900S. That's what it's called. And you can see all the cars I have here. I don't think any of these are actually new from the previous video. Maybe the Carrera. But these are kind of the cars I've unlocked through spins and playing races off camera and stuff like that. The Unicorn, I got super lucky with that. Like I said in the past video, I had no idea that that was a legendary car, but apparently it was, and I just got super lucky. Also the DB11, I think I got in the last video too. That thing is not very good, not even gonna lie. I was expecting better, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, there's not really much to say about that. See, I have the Lamborghini Huracan now, and I think I use it for the rest of the footage. Guys, I really don't know what I'm gonna do here. I really want to keep the original audio semi because I want to keep all the car sounds and stuff like that. So what I might end up doing is I might end up like somehow mixing my voice into what, you know, my voice is in the other audio, if that makes any sense. So what I might try to do is I might just turn down the voice in game audio a ton and just have this turned up a decent amount. And that should keep it so that it's almost like background noise like I did in some of my other videos, you know, the instrumentals that I have in the background, that type of idea. And I'm hoping that if I do that, it might not sound too awkward. We'll have to see though. This video actually itself is only 20 minutes, and I think part 3 for me was 25 minutes, so this one's a little bit shorter. And it's just because I stopped recording and then I re-recorded the next day, and I recorded for like an hour long, and you know, I already made up all the time that I didn't record in the other one. And as you can see here, I was trying to take a shortcut, or I thought it was a shortcut. My friend ended up following me and we both took an L there, but I didn't realize there would be just a wall just sitting there. So I went back on the road and we went to start to go back to the race, and I don't know, I usually try to cut out these sections where I'm driving along, but I'm actually just going to keep it in this video. And the reason why is kind of because there's not really super long segments. They're all like a mile, you know, 2 miles, you know, 3 miles at max. So I probably won't cut out anything if they're really short. And plus I do want you guys to kind of see how I drive when I'm not in a race, because I suck, like I just suck, okay, at driving in a race. But when I'm out of a race, for some reason I actually am slightly better. By the way, I had to keep it family friendly there, so I couldn't say what I wanted to say. But yeah, so it says allocating server, and my friend brought up actually a good point about this game. It seems like there are 2 separate servers. There's one for the racing and there's one for the just like driving around, just like free play. And I know that sounds like, why are you telling me this? It's really good because what it means is that you don't, like, they're literally dedicating a server just so that you guys can race. So that's kind of like a shout out to the developers. They did an amazing job with that. Like, that's okay, guys, sorry for the weird cut there. My headset literally said power off and I was like, oh shit. So it literally just cut out in the middle, and I'm not sure why. But I'm back again, and I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. But as you can see, we have the Lambo here, and I was just racing with my friend again. He again chose my car. I guess, okay, so here's the thing, guys. So during these first couple of gameplays with him, he just chooses the car that I own. But as we start to get into part 6, and especially part 7, he starts to use like his own vehicles, so it kind of shows some variety and kind of shows some more interesting things. As you can see here, we're playing on Prince's Street Garden Circuit. Not really sure how I got that name, but it is what it is. And we have 2 Lambo Huracans, and I don't know, there's not really much to say, but like I said again, I did want to show the gameplay. And as you can see here, actually I guarantee you guys, I don't even have to skip forward. I actually haven't seen this footage in quite a while. but I'm guaranteeing that I'm gonna screw up somehow, and that Andy is somehow going to come in first or second, and I'm probably gonna come in. I'm gonna take a guess and say fourth. I honestly don't know because this footage is a couple of days old now. I'm trying to keep on an upload schedule where I will have something to post just in case I don't have enough time to post, and so I'm like setting stuff to be uploaded on certain days, and then if I don't need it, you know, I'll like set it for another day and then upload whatever I want to upload that day. But as you can see here, first L of the game, first L of the race, I just absolutely slammed into a wall, and for some reason it gave me a takedown medal. I'm not really sure why. And then I got a road discovery medal, and I have to say, I think I've discovered more roads on this game than I have in the entirety of Horizon 2. So that's quite interesting. I'm not sure why that's a thing. And we're on the second lap now. There's not, like I said, I keep on saying there's really not much to say. During the live commentary, I was kind of just talking to Andy a lot. That's my friend, by the way. And I was just kind of saying stuff about the game, you know, oh, this car handles weird, or oh, I just crashed, or oh, I'm like in second place, or something like that. And I really wanted to keep the audio because it would have made it more interesting, I guess. But like, I was just talking to myself because literally I couldn't pull the audio from his side, and it's because we were using a different audio source other than Xbox. But I thought that I could use like the screen cap on my phone to record it, and it ended up not recording his audio. I don't know why, but it records like YouTube audio and stuff like that, but apparently not the audio source that we were using. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. As you guys can see here, there's a car that is literally the exact same as mine, and he was in front, and I barely passed him and went into first place, so I did pretty well there. And there's not really much to see. I mean, you guys can see how awful of a driver I am sometimes. I go pretty much from wall to wall like a ping pong ball, and I pretty much, I can't keep this car especially in a straight line. But you know, at least it's not the Hoonicorn, the Hoonigan, whatever you want to call it. It has the quotes on Hoonicorn, so I said that. I don't like that thing whatsoever, but that literally was the definition of a pinball machine, just because I was going from wall to wall constantly in that thing. At least there's like some separation, you know, so it wasn't as bad, but this is like, I don't know, the Hoonicorn I just didn't like, guys, so you probably won't see that in any other gameplay. As you guys can see here, I think this is one of the few races where I actually finished first. In most of the gameplays you're going to see, and Andy was right behind me, he was about to pass me. But yeah, no, this is one of the first races in a while that I've gotten first place on, and I guess it's just because this car handles kind of in my comfort zone. Not necessarily like a Charger. A Lambo doesn't handle like a Charger, but you know, it was more in my comfort zone, so I did a lot better with it. As you guys can also see here, I leveled up, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to keep this footage also. I get a wheel spin, and I also get the next tier of that specific racing, and I get my clout points, of course, and then I do the wheel spin. I forgot what I got here, but we'll be seeing in just a second anyway what I get. Oh, I got 5,000 CR. I remember I was freaking out right there, because that's actually pretty nice. You know, I only had, I think, 200,000 total at the time, so getting, you know, twice what I had in total in just one spin was amazing. But I think past this point, I think I decided, okay, it's time to end the video. So this is pretty much, I think this is pretty much pretty close to the end of the video right here. We get a few more races, and I'm talking to my friend. I'm like, hey, do you want to do some more races? Do you want to get off? What do you want to do? And I think we ended up deciding to stop this right now, and we took like a break, and yeah, we just kind of decided to come back later on. Like I said, in the next part you'll actually be able to hear him, and I'll actually have the audio fixed, so it won't be this weird kind of post commentary like video. But I still wanted to get this out just so I kept you guys updated with, you know, where I am in the Forza game. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is pretty much it. There's not really much more. I mean, there's about a minute more, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. This has been Unstoppable, and I will see you guys later. Peace.